Hello everyone, welcome to The Wealthiest, where you will learn the ins and outs of the world's elite, how they live and how they spend their accumulated wealth. Let's get started. For today's video, we're taking a closer look at the extravagant spending habits of NBA pro ballers. These elite athletes earn several millions on the court, but how do they choose to spend their wealth off the court? From multi-million-dollar homes to high-end cars and designer clothes, join us as we delve into the lavish lifestyle of NBA players. Get ready to be amazed by some of the most outrageous ways these basketball superstars spend their money. So let's jump right in and see how NBA ballers live life to the fullest. Number 1. LeBron James. Picture this, we're standing courtside, watching the top G in action. I'm talking about none other than King James, a true basketball legend and one of the greatest players of our time. But here's the thing, being a billionaire just isn't enough for the GOAT. Rumor has it that he's about to sign a jaw-dropping $97 million contract, making him the highest paid player in NBA history. But what's a king to do with all that money? Well, when you're 38 years old and still killing it on the court, the answer is simple: spend it like there's no tomorrow. And spend he does, especially when it comes to taking care of his body. How much, you ask? Try over $1.5 million a year. That's right, you heard me. But don't worry, he's not just throwing cash at random things. The man's got a game plan, and he's got all the toys to make it happen. And let's not forget his personal nutritionist and electro-stimulation machine, all housed in his jaw-dropping $36 million mansion. Rumor has it that if he keeps playing at this level, he might just end up sharing the court with his son, Ronnie James. Can you imagine the father-son duo taking on the NBA? It's enough to make any basketball fan's heart skip a beat. But here's the thing, King James is not just relying on his basketball skills to secure his future. He's also investing big money in a sport you may not have heard of, pickleball. He knows that the game is gaining popularity and wants to stay ahead of the game. After all, he's got everything to lose once he retires from basketball. So he's making sure everything is pitch perfect and secure for the future. Who knows what else the king has up his sleeve? One thing's for sure, when it comes to securing his future, he's not playing around. Number 2. Shaquille O'Neal. Get ready to be blown away because we're about to reveal the incredible world of the great Shaq. He's been earning big bucks for decades, but it's how he spends his millions that are truly mind-blowing. From the moment he received his first paycheck, Shaq went on a shopping spree like no other, a cool $9 million in one day. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Despite his towering 7 feet 2 inches frame and 300-pound physique, Shaq is just a big kid at heart. In 2018, he decided it was time to fulfill a childhood dream, the ultimate treehouse. And when Shaq wants something, he goes all out. He reached out to the treehouse masters and shelled out a whopping $400,000 for the ultimate hangout spot. Complete with a poker table, full bar, and fireplace, this treehouse was beyond Shaq's wildest dreams. He was left spellbound and speechless, calling it the best gift ever. But that's not all. Shaq's business empire is the envy of entrepreneurs everywhere. He's somewhat of a Warren Buffett himself. Well, if things go as planned, you might just find yourself dining at your local SHAQUILLE in the next few years. And who knows what other childhood dreams he'll fulfill next. One thing's for sure, when it comes to living life to the fullest, Shaq is always ahead of the game. Number 3. Dwyane Wade. But wait, there's more. Dwyane Wade, the 3-time NBA champion, has been living the life of a superstar with big spending that's sure to leave you in awe. I'm talking about the most expensive basketball shoes in the world, the Way of Wade 4s that had everything from diamonds to 18-karat gold, worth a staggering $4 million. But that's not all, my friend. Dwyane is not only a legend on the court but also a legend in the game of life. Despite his mother's past struggles with addiction and drugs, Wade stood by her and gifted her a $1 million church when she turned to God in 2004. Talk about being a great son. So, if there was ever an award for the best son of all time, my vote would go to Dwyane Wade. Number 4. Stephen Curry. Are you ready to hear about the ultimate baller move off the court? Brace yourself because we're about to dive into the lavish world of Steph Curry's spending habits. We all know him as the three-point wizard who's taken the league by storm. But did you know he's also one of the NBA's most extravagant spenders? With a contract that could make your head spin, Steph's got more than enough dough to blow on whatever his heart desires. And what does he desire, you ask? Real estate. That's right, this baby-faced assassin isn't just good at sinking shots, he's also a pro at sinking his money into some seriously impressive properties. It all started back in 2008 when Steph bought his first home, a modest little place that only cost a cool $1.2 million. But as he climbed his way to the top of the NBA, his love for real estate only grew stronger. Nowadays, you'll find Steph living like royalty in a sprawling mansion worth a staggering $31 million. Steph Curry isn't just a basketball superstar, he's also a savvy investor with a love for the finer things in life. And with a paycheck like his, who can blame him for living it up like a king? Number 5. Dwight Howard. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to dive into the wild and wacky world of Dwight Howard's spending habits. You might think you've seen it all, but trust us, this one takes the cake. We're talking about exotic snakes, people. That's right, the NBA champ decided to drop some serious dough on, not 1, not 10, but 50 of these slithery creatures. Now, we don't know about you, but buying snakes seems like a pretty bizarre thing to do, especially for someone who has made a name for themselves on the court. But hey, who are we to judge? Maybe Dwight just has a thing for reptiles. But here's where things get interesting. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit and everyone was forced into quarantine, Dwight found himself in a bit of a pickle. Number 6. Carmelo Anthony. We all know that NBA players love to splurge on exotic animals, but Carmelo Anthony takes the cake with his most outrageous purchase yet, a camel. That's right, you heard us correctly. In 2011, Melo dropped a cool $50,000 on a humpback creature that's more at home in the deserts of the Middle East than the streets of New York City. We're not quite sure what he planned on doing with it, maybe taking it for a stroll through Central Park or using it as a new ride for his daily commute. Number 7. James Harden. Well, let's just say that the Beard's clubbing habits are nothing short of legendary. James Harden, aka the Beard, is no stranger to the party scene, and when he hits the strip clubs, he goes all out. He is known for spending a jaw-dropping amount of money on a single night out. We're talking about $1.5 million. Folks, yes, you heard that right, $1.5 million in a single night at the club. But let's be real here, if he keeps up this kind of spending, he's not going to last very long in the league. It's a concerning thought, for sure, but it's also a testament to the sheer excess and extravagance that comes with the territory of being an NBA superstar. Number 8. Kevin Durant. When it comes to spending big bucks, NBA stars like to go all out. But if you want to spend money like a boss, take a cue from KD and invest in some fancy wheels. Kevin Durant knows how to treat himself, and he's not afraid to splurge on a good ride. He spent a whopping $2.5 million on a stunning 1966 Ford GT40. But that's not all. He's also thinking about the future, just like any savvy businessman. KD has joined the ranks of other sports superstars like LeBron James and Tom Brady by investing in an expansion team in the Major League Pickleball. But it's the next big thing in the United States. Number 9. PJ Tucker. It's safe to say that PJ Tucker has taken the sneakerhead culture to the next level. The passion he has for his sneakers is almost indescribable, and it's fascinating to see the lengths he goes to for the perfect pair. PJ doesn't just collect sneakers, he carefully curates them, choosing only the most exclusive and high-end pairs. It's not uncommon for him to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on sneakers in a single year, and with over 5,000 pairs in his collection, it's clear that he takes his hobby seriously. When it comes to sneakers, PJ Tucker is the GOAT. Number 10. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's spending habits are truly legendary, and it's no surprise that he's considered the king of big spending. With a net worth that's off the charts, he's managed to amass an impressive portfolio of assets, from a private jet to a yacht, worth more than most people's homes. But what sets him apart is his ability to invest in things that truly matter, like his stake in the Charlotte Hornets and his endorsement deals, which bring him more money than any player currently in the NBA. It's no wonder that he's considered the ultimate role model for aspiring athletes and entrepreneurs alike. This is it for today. Thanks for watching the video till the end. Do let us know your thoughts about the video in the comment section down below. Please comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next video.